Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Van and I'm going to read you a book called The Paper Boy, and it's by Dave Pilkey. The mornings of the Paper Boy are still dark. They are always cold, even in the summer. And on these cold mornings, the Paper Boy's bed is still warm, and it's always hard to get up, even for his dog. But they do. There he is getting up and putting his shoes on. And softly they step down the quiet hallway, past the door where the Paper Boy's father and mother are sleeping, past the door where his sister is asleep. And down to the kitchen where they eat from their bowls. And out to the garage where they quickly fold their papers, snapping on green rubber bands and placing them in a large red bag. It's hard to ride a bike when you are loaded down with newspapers. But the Paper Boy has learned how to do this, and he is good at it. There he is, pulling out of his driveway with the headlight on his bicycle. The Paper Boy knows his route by heart, so he doesn't ever think about which house to pedal to. Instead, he is thinking about other things, big things and small things. And sometimes he is thinking about nothing at all. His dog, too, knows this route by heart. He knows which trees are for sniffing. He knows which bird baths are for drinking. He knows which squirrels are for chasing and which cats are for growling at. All of the world is asleep except the Paper Boy and his dog, and this is the time when they are the happiest. But little by little, the world around them wakes up. The stars and the moon fade away, and the skies become orange and pink. It's pretty skies, isn't it? And when the Paper Boy has delivered his last newspaper, he and his dog race home, and his empty bag flaps behind him in the cold morning air. Soon they are back home. It is still dark inside, but the sounds of the morning are all around. His father and mother are awake and talking softly in their bed, and his sister is downstairs watching cartoons. And back inside his own room, the Paper Boy pulls down the shade and crawls back into his bed, which is still warm. And while all of the world is waking up, the Paper Boy is going back to sleep. His dog is sleeping too. Their work is done. And now is the time for dreaming. I hope you enjoyed that book about the Paper Boy. The Paper Boy is a job that kids used to have. They used to be able to earn money for their families by riding on bicycles and delivering newspapers. Not many places have Paper Boys now. Usually they're delivered by someone in a car. But The Paper Boy by Dave Pilkey is a good story.